Kahala, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem Kafadash, and the ones of the apostles and elders of great millstone, and peace, salutation, I come known as work, and truth, sincerity, and the full corners of the earth. All right, just want to do this lesson. All right, going into all right, Esau, all right, being upset, all right, and angry, all right, with you Jakes, okay, Salati, with you Jakes is referring to, all right, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Okay, this is Esau's all right last run. Okay, and he feel like all right he's losing his country. All right, he done lost his woman. Okay, lost his children. All right, and quite a few of them, and then lost their jobs. All right, lost their jobs, lost their businesses. You know, they going through dire straits. You know, even this guy, this Edomite fucking Chud the Builder, even this nigga was in court over some debt shit. You know. So Esau is fucking losing, you know. Esau is losing and he's a loser. All right. And this guy's most likely, set up, as a damn proxy, whether they convict him or set him free, to really spark shit up, you know, because hey man, you're dealing with Esau's legal system, okay? And all these fucking judges and these Centurion, man, they all fucking bunch of Masons and shit, and they take orders. Okay? They ain't giving fucking orders, they taking orders, you know? And Esau use, whatever situation he can, all right, for his order out of chaos. Okay, but even though, he orchestrates these different things, all right, hey, Esau is burning, all right, to put a licking on you Jakes, man. All right, whichever chance he can get. Okay, and a bunch of Edomites are gonna champion, all right, this Edomite, because they feel the same way, all right, about you niggas, man, about you ninjas, okay, all right, and it ain't got nothing to do with Jake being wicked, all right, which that's only part of it, you know, but Esau is the wicked, all right, Jake is wicked, all right, because okay, they the 2/3, man. Okay, but in the kingdom of heaven, all right, they're gonna be reborn, all right, with the laws written in their hearts and minds. Okay, but you same Edomites who say that you hate these Jakes, all right, you hate all the Jakes, all right, you hate us, you hate the so-called good citizen Jakes, all right, because that's what you had, in the early periods of America when Jake was a part of a family. All right. When a man was in leadership and a woman was in subjection, okay. Esau, you had a problem with that, nigga. You know, you was lynching Jake back then. All right. So all this fucking, oh, it's because of the crime and it's because, hey, you're not like the other black guys, you know. Ah, nah, man. You're a devil. Okay. You're a devil and you always been a damn devil. All right. Ain't nothing changed. All right. The scriptures say, you know, that iron and that rust. Okay, Esau can't help but be that rusty, evil bastard. Okay, that's how the Most High made him, man. That's his genetic makeup. Okay, to be the wicked. Okay, you can't trust them. All right, you can't trust your enemy. That's what the scriptures say, man. Trust not your enemy. Okay, and the scriptures say that he'll stand in your place. So what you think Amalek is doing? Standing in the place of Israel. All right, saying that, oh no, we the chosen people. And using they military might to back it. Okay, this Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. And this scripture is primarily, talking about the elites, of the house of Esau, you know, ready to pull out all the stops, on you Jakes, because they know they got a short time before Yahweh Shah returns, man. Okay? So that's why they moving in warp speed, how Trump said. That's why they going to China, with all the fucking tech heads, and BlackRock and Vanguard, okay? Because they running out of time, man. Okay? This shit is behind. You got you got the 5G and 6G. They taking forever to get the 6G rolling, man. That's why the Most High be putting a battery in the back, these Edomites and these heathens. You know, get y'all shit together. You know, get y'all shit together so you can be overthrown, man. All right, so you can give the diadem, all right, to Israel. Okay, but it's brewing. You still got the conflict going on. All right, in the Middle East with Iran. 1 minute Trump say you got a deal. All right, on the other end, Iran saying we ain't even in talks. You know, and all the while during all of this, shit is compiling. All right, the economy is being stressed. Okay, all these products and shit that you expecting to be on store shelves in the next month, they ain't gonna be there. Food prices gonna be high as hell. Gas gonna be high as hell. Okay, so it's hey, Esau's about to go for the gusto, man. Okay, and you Jakes that was born in vain, you gonna hey Esau gonna have his way with you. You know, Esau's gonna have his damn way with you, man. And that go for the 6 pack crackers too. They gonna be wilding out too. Now Esau, I mean, Jake thinks that Esau is so docile and all this shit, and he ain't gonna bust a grape. Yeah, because he's still in his power. You know, he can still go to the job and say, "Look at them niggas over there," in his head. He can still say, I'm still, hey man, long as I'm over the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, I don't give a damn what happens. you know, but eventually that's gonna come to an end. You know, when this economic collapse happens, okay, and inflation takes over, all right, and they try to stuff put your red ass in an electric vehicle, okay, Esau gonna fucking wild out, man. You already seeing Esau wild out, you know, even with the shit, with the Chud the Builder shit. Here it is, 2026, and you got Jakes that'll come up to you and say, well, what's wrong with the white man? The white man ain't did nothing to me, you know? And here it is, you got Edomites still in 2026, running around calling you Jakes niggers, man. You know? All right, but I thought this society is supposed to be so progressive, you know? I thought all the races so-called white people was gone. All right. No, man. This is in Esau's spirit. Okay. He can't fucking help it. All right. He has to hate Jake. Okay. There has to be enmity between Israel and Esau, man. Okay. Between Jacob and Esau. Okay. It was destined to happen. And there ain't nothing you can do about it. Jacob and Esau is oil and water. It don't mix. Okay? This is Genesis chapter 27 and verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. All right, so Israel received the blessing, man. Okay, to rule the to rule the earth, man. Okay, Esau, you ruling the earth temporarily right now. All right, by the use of your sword. Okay, it's saying Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him, and Esau said in his heart, "The days of mourning for my father at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob." Okay, and that's the same belief, all right, and actions that Esau takes to this day, slaying Jacob. Okay, now you two-third niggas, in your mind you'll say, well, the white man ain't slaying us like that, nigga, it's in your food. Okay, it's in your privately owned prison. Okay, it's in your ghettos. It's in your fucking water. All right, it's in philosophy. Okay, and feminism. All right. Oh, idolatry. Okay. There goes your slaying. All right. Yeah, hey, Esau got you niggas by the use of Amalek got you niggas slaying each other. Okay. While you talking about, oh, I got this hat. I got a hat. I play ball. No, nigga, Esau is playing ball. Okay. You niggas is just practicing cannibalism amongst yourselves, man. You a participant in the Hunger Game. Niggas in like them Jakes that's in California and shit. You niggas is smoking each other, you know. Nigga, you part of the Hunger Games. You not a judge. You not a ruler. All right. Ain't nobody got you up on no float going to go see the going to the Coliseum to see the gladiators. You the gladiator, nigga. That's why all these athletes, that got any sense, after they get out of them damn sports, out of them damn gladiator games, what do they say? The ones that actually got fucking sense, that got some sort of intelligence, okay? They say, my son ain't gonna ever play no sports. Well, why, man? Why wouldn't you wanna? Hey, man, I broke up my body. I got concussions and CTE and shit. I'm having lingering injuries, okay? And then a lot of them, they saw the bullshit. They see that these other athletes are selling out to go to a higher level. They see how Esau plays fucking gay games at all the goddamn facility meetings and shit. You know? Hey, even when all them damn physicals and shit you gotta get, man, that shit goes back to slavery. Esau fucking messing with your Johnson and shit to do a damn physical to see how fast you can run a ball, man. What the hell your testes got to do with anything, man? Which, it got a lot to do with shit. And that's what we produce the testosterone and shit. But hey, man, that's your privy member. It ain't to be examined by another man. You know? But yeah, man, it's over for E, man. E's done. This nigga is cooked. He thought Donald T was gonna be the one to turn this thing around. Turn this. The nigga think he gonna unshink a sinking ship, man. No, man. Once the ship starts sinking, that's it, Jack. All you can do is get off the motherfucker. And a minute of the Lord are gonna be able to get off this MFer, man. All right, through Yahweh Yahweh shot. All right, but that's all I had. I pray this lesson was edifying and shalom.